Hi, my name is Lisa and welcome to another YouTube video. I thought for starting this channel it would be very nice to start it with a challenge of posting one video every single week until 2027. Now, why 2027? A couple years ago, I started saying that I want to get rich and make my first million until 2027. Now then 2023 came, 2024, 2025, and now we're already in 2026. And throughout all those years, I've always struggled to stay consistent and to actually start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge myself to post one video every single week until 2027 so I can actually prove to myself that I can be consistent with something. Now, my goal is not necessarily to make a million until 2027, but it is to actually post a video every single week. Because I noticed that whenever I focus too much on the outputs, like making a certain amount of money or having a certain amount of followers, I always get discouraged when I don't reach milestones as quickly as I wanted to. But input, on the other hand, I can very much control, right? I can post a video every single week, even though it might seem a little bit difficult at times. I might get very busy, but it's something that's completely in my hands. Today, I'm already off to an interesting start. What I initially wanted to film today is a video of me setting up basically everything for my YouTube channel. And one thing that's really important to me is a background. And I really want to have a nice one with pictures and decoration, everything like I see with other YouTubers as well. However, I don't really have any pictures in my apartment as of today. So what I wanted to do is I bought some canvases, some paint, and then I sat down, I set up my camera, I wanted to film it, I was ready to start painting. But then I realized I didn't buy brushes. I also don't have the option to have two camera angles to show what I'm painting and to show myself. And then I also couldn't find my mic and everything was just a mess. And I thought, okay, I can just give up today and not film anything. But I could also use this as actually already strengthening my muscle of actually following through when I say I'm going to do something. Now, is it super important that I film this today? Probably not. I just wanted to film it this week. This week is still until tomorrow because today is Saturday. So tomorrow on Sunday is the last day when I could still film something. However, I told myself I'm going to film something today, this morning. So I need to also build trust with myself to prove to myself that I can do things. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And sometimes we don't realize how important that is with simple things like I'm going to wake up when my alarm rings and I'm not going to hit snooze a couple of times. Like, for example, you want to eat healthy and then you still go and order something, or when you say to a friend you're going to be on time and then you're still 5 minutes late. So in all of these scenarios, we don't even realize it, but we are slowly breaking our own trust because we do realize what we are saying and then if we're actually doing what we are saying. With that being said, I put everything aside. I actually found my mic and I said, okay, you know what? It's fine. I cannot film what I initially wanted to film today, but I still want to film something. So hence why I'm filming this video right now, to basically just announce the challenge that I'm going to do. So posting regularly to build consistencies, because everyone I see online talking about YouTube is saying it's a game of consistency. So you obviously have to stay consistent. So I cannot just post my first video and then ghost my channel. It's not going to work like this. So that's why I am filming this video that I'm going to post probably tomorrow because it needs to be posted this week. But I also have some further thoughts on how I want to structure this channel. So I am a quite ambitious person, if I can say so myself. So what I'm working on right now is online. I saw many different business models that I found interesting that promise you that you can get to, 10K a month, which is that magic number that everyone always dreams about, which actually does provide you good financial security, right? You can pay comfortably, pay rent, you can probably go on vacations, you can afford everything you want, even at the grocery store. What I'm looking into right now is a digital product business. So now I'm creating my very first digital product so that I can launch my Etsy shop. And that's basically just a marketplace where I'm going to sell them. So right now I'm in the process of figuring out what the brand tone is, what the brand is going to look like for the shop, and what products I'm going to sell there. Besides that, I'm also building a freelance business. So I have Google Ads experience and I want to translate that into a Google Ads freelance business. So I'm also doing outreach there. And then of course I already tried different models in the past, like for example, sales, where you sell coaching programs for the coaches, and then you get a commission from that. And you can also get to 10K, 20K a month in that industry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, document the journey that I'm on. I'm going to document what I'm working on right now, how it's going, and that's going to be something that hopefully inspires you to maybe follow along and do it as well, or at the very least to show you that it's possible, because I'm starting from scratch. I am no one that's special. I'm living in my small apartment with my boyfriend and my two cats, and I haven't achieved anything that's really worth mentioning in the context of making a lot of money or running a successful business. So nothing where people would be truly amazed and saying, wow, this girl is crazy. If I actually succeed, you will know that it is possible, right? There are so many people out there who have done it before. They have documented it, right? But for me personally, I've never seen the beginnings. I've never seen them in the trenches. So I want to just document me being in the trenches and building something. That being said, if you want to follow along and see how my journey goes, get inspired, follow along, then you're very welcome to follow me and stick around. And besides the behind the scenes, I would say, behind the scenes content for building businesses, trying things out, I also want to just talk about topics that are really important to me. I love talking about different psychological concepts, like psychology is a big interest of mine. I also love talking about, just life. So it's kind of going to be probably like a podcast kind of thing. So those are just some thoughts on the channel, what I'm going to do, so you know what to expect. So yeah, that's it for this little video. And from now on, I'm going to produce actual videos with the actual content, behind the scenes, the topics, and I'm gonna get to planning, which is something I'm already excited about because I think it's something that I really enjoy. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye bye.